Hey guys, how's it going? Kripparrian here. Today I want to give you guys a highlight of the freeze Jules build, but mostly around Blender. Blender is an item that I don't really see very much of on the opposing side of the Jules boards, and it's kind of a puzzling one for me because Blender is an extremely strong item. So Blender is a medium tool. It starts at silver, and it has an effect when you freeze haste one item for 1 second. Now, if you upgrade to gold, it goes to 2 seconds, diamond, 3 seconds. At silver, it's only a little bit of haste, but at gold and higher, it is pretty much all the haste you need if you have several freeze effects, and it gives you freeze effects. The item has a 4-second cooldown, and it transforms adjacent items one at a time, so 4 seconds and then at 8 seconds, into, I think they're called like slushies or something. And these slushies, if they're chilled, they get multicast. The blender itself states if it is chilled, all of your slushies have multicast. So basically, you get one of the chilled things, you put your blender on top of it, it's going to convert the two items beside it into slushies, and you can also just get a slushy item separate from that, put it on your board, effectively activating 3 separate chilled constantly freezing activators that are also giving you haste. My advice is if you haven't gotten a microwave and then you see a blender in the shop, buy it, because it might just be enough haste for your build, and it's kind of the segue to the freeze build. Freeze build is very strong, but you can just play blender in a normal stealth build with burn as well, because it is also a haste activator. Microwave is a little bit better at hasting, but it's like hasting versus haste and freeze. Freeze is also really strong right now, as you might imagine. There's also a number of tricks with the blender. The blender tier really matters because the slushies that it creates are based on the tier of the blender. So if you have like a diamond blender and it's beside bronze items, when it converts those items into slushies, they're going to be diamond, which is really big because that means they have a lower cooldown, which means they freeze more, which means you get more haste. So very, very strong. Overall, I highly encourage you guys to play this way because the typical Jules builds that existed pre-mid-month nerf are still good, but they're not that good. This is one of those adjustments you're going to want to make. Enjoy the game. I have no respect for weapons. Oh, damn, free basket. That's pretty awesome, actually.
You play with banana
I'm doing alright.
ball?
How playable is microwave without the heat? It's more playable than before. They nerfed heated microwave, but they buffed unheated microwave. In that particular build, I would be open to using like 2 small slow items if I had them. But it was a slow build, and the truth is that Jules just doesn't have many slow items. She has good slow items, just very few of them. So, yeah. In that case, you just want to haste the few that you have.
Magic Man make many banana boat. I come back.
You can forgo heat on the microwave if you have Fiery Rebirth, several fiery enchanted items, and Heart of the Dragon. That's true. Burn skills are premium. I don't have any burn though. Resto Bantu. Fiery Scorch Pepper. 8 burn is pretty good actually. So haste item can't be coffee, which means because it can't be silver on day 1, there's butter, pasta machine, and microwave. Those are all good, right? But is the build good enough to win if I get any of those? I think so. I think it's good enough. Microwave, very nice. 6, 5, 8. Had a 1 second infinite. Nice. I probably lose this against Mac. Mac day 1 is very tough. Actually, I'm not sure. Taking fairly minimal damage.
I take no apprentice. None have proven worthy.
I think I would have won if he didn't have this. I just couldn't shield for the damage in time. We got 25 gold.
Leave with big bargains.
Random food.
I can feel our energy.
Probably is fine. I don't want to upgrade the apron. If I'm not upgrading the apron, it's not really worth it.
But I'm glad you bought this. Your aura guided me.
Candy mail is big. Those are kind of bad. Duct tape's pretty good though. I think we can do duct tape. Rogue scrapper. Okay. This is potentially a very good durian build. Because of the slow, I might not be able to get the 8 ammo down. It's only got hit by 1 slow though, and he does heal, so... Could be fine actually. Yeah. Yeah, not bad at all. Shield scales the region on basket, and basket's quite strong early, so... Food. I want shields!
Finally, some space for that blunder.
Just close your eyes and grab something. What?
I think at 15 gold it's okay to roll there.
Trash is tragedy. Reuse everything. Warms my rusty circuits to see that find a home.
I mean, with fire, it's effectively 2.5. It's really decent, actually. Build 5, 4. And heat the baked potato, I guess. But if I heat the baked potato, the duct tape positioning is bad. So that kind of sucks. So, brew heating the baked potato, I guess. And just freeze more. Should I float an icicle for a potential freeze build? It is possible. Basket is actually good with freezer. I can afford to.
Now that's a bargain.
Okay.
Why fight?
We cascade burn, even with just the pepper. It's not bad. You got 2 freezers? Wow. That's a good bit of healing, but he has absolutely no damage. So he cannot win. No shot at winning. Right back in a sec. chair gaming. Chair's invincible. Not really looking for small items, so I think okay. Real estate.
You came all the way here. Might as well stock up.
Did I do that? It's so much stronger on vintage, though. Jason tool would be like the microwave. It is really good, though.
If I can just sell one.
Okay, what's not making the cut? I think it's this baked potato. I don't want to be so poor, so I'm selling the icicle. So we put the sorbet somewhere over there, and prep station here. Yep. Candy mail I think is worth keeping. I will still hold out for a potential vintage. Yeah, I want to take it.
2 pots.
The tape is a tool, but I cannot
Bismuth.
position it properly. That's the problem. I guess I kinda can. I'd give up a phrase every 5 seconds.
But I followed all the instructions.
God damn it. Yeah, I'm not passing chocolates. So.
Counter space. Precious counter space. They don't make these like they
I
used
should be able to upgrade that with another or 1 hour later, of course. Okay, let me see. Let's go for maximum regen.
Let's make this quick.
Death laughs at us both.
Move to kick. Ah. Almost no poison, but it's a lot of burn. And a lot of burn and a lot of regen combined is kind of scary. I mean, I'm scaling too, though.
If you think you've hurt my
Okay.
feelings, I assure you I have none.
I gotta get a cookbook, though.
I'm not getting out of this pool, darling. But you're welcome to join. I wore that to the Grand Cinema Award.
I like that. 20 gold is insane. I think I can beat
We
him.
will aquaform this world.
I actually
Your
don't
streets
spam
will
items
be
that
our
much.
rivers. Pelago, from Nautica, from every
Only
sea
91
world
burn.
we've uncovered.
It'll be higher next time, I swear. I mean, that guy's likely to have basket and vintage. That's a really big deal. So I will skip out on chocolates over it.
Try my best.
Got neither. Of course.
Finally, some space for that blunder.
Thanks for trusting me. I hope we can do this again.
Shall I gift wrap it for you? Whoever said money can't buy class had neither.
Still need 7. I do not have 7.
Oh, I'd rather feed you.
No durian?
We're out
I
to eat.
don't like
Can't
durian
Not to
because it's
squabble,
very
right?
high RNG. 10 Connor, thank you for the gift. Still no crit. I need a crit before I die.
Like my crew
Okay.
says at the bar, another round.
105 revolver, Jesus.
Ah, yes, I have the truth you seek.
I was really hoping for the others. No. Actually, I don't know if I could beat him if I do candy mail. 30 shield is a huge amount, but decent tool. I think this might do it.
Feel the burn! The burn is life! Every time
Went down
I
to
try
90.
And make friends, this happens.
Oh, counter space.
Pickle
Precious
peppers is
counter
pretty good.
space.
Monster
Respect
skill.
Nature, and nature will.
Do hard shell for 5.
Salmons.
Nothing tiny, nothing huge. I used to offer a free ride home, but
Okay. I think I have enough shield. I think I just have to up burn, because that pig could have quite a bit of damage. Or healing, that is. think this is the best balance.
I may look.
You do see
Thank you, Ribbo.
tusks, right?
I like to pretend the copy pastas are carefully crafted messages written by diehard fans. It's gonna scale burn quite a lot. It's going okay though.
Well, I guess motivation
Okay.
isn't everything.
This is not even close to a wink.
I'm a people person, and sometimes I sell stuff. Happy to make a sale. Sad to say goodbye.
Reward the peaceful, punish the... Use that for the good of all.
Oh wow.
I'm so glad we could share this experience.
The main issue is that I'm still playing throughput builds. And I'm just not sure that's gonna work. That's literally a 5-second cooldown. I don't know. I kind of think I'm gonna lose, but I don't know. It's really hard for me to like visualize how much of the freezing screws them up. Because those next few burns are gonna be a problem. Yeah, like I am not staying alive very long after that hits me.
Finally, some space for that blunder.
Why?
When you're ready, I'll send you to Orlin. But I'll keep you as long as I can.
It is possible to get freezer.
This leg. Oof.
I really like that.
Enjoy the thrill of battle.
I have no idea how it paid for a freezer, but alright, let's send it.
Mind if Mike's this
Maybe I shouldn't
My
nuke
fight
the
isn't with you, but if you insist.
hot sauce. What the hell? Use a large item, haste other items? That's a level... That's a day 10 monster. Guess he got that off a monster vendor. Wow.
You've got talent. You should put it toward nobler use.
The monster's version is diamond. Yeah, I know. It's just so rare you see a skill like that before day 10, right?
Make deals, war. Use that for the good of all.
I don't know, dude. Last time this really didn't work out very well. Like, didn't get 10 wins because I got screwed on XP. Yeah, I think it just comes online too slow.
Come to steal my potions. Filthy beast.
I have to keep my gold fairly high if I'm gonna land a freezer. If I don't land a freezer, it's gonna be difficult to have any endgame here.
This was possible.
Oh, counter space.
I am not a warrior. I am just a man who has lived a long time. Soon, I think you will be ready for Adira's training.
What are the blender enchants? They're terrible.
Even a famous chef needs to eat out. All our fish is wild caught in Seagate. We'll forage our desserts in that crazy Candleland sugar area. Can't get any sweeter.
Dig for Ice Club.
Let's make this quick. Something in the oven.
If it's like a scaling poison build, it's gonna be tough. Dude, he's playing extra cooldowns? With potions? Kinda weird. Fatigue soon? Okay. I'm getting fatigued soon anyway.
Every failed experiment lights the path to success.
The point of that skill. This one, when you crit, shield items gain 10 shield. So this is currently the most broken skill on Jules now that they nerfed Makeshift Plate. You run a bunch of shield items and scale crit, and then when any of them go off, the shield values go up. And because you can get, I forget what it's called, honeycomb or something, you basically get exponential scaling from it. Oh, the lethargy. Not a lot of point in that exact spot.
some space for that blender.
Chilled. The thing is, that is still scaling the burn, which is how I'm doing most of my damage, unfortunately. I think we do Vortex, and
Why are they afraid of science?
if we get the Lightning Rod, we might be able to play just that. Because we can dump it on the right side and use the chillers on the left. How is the small item chilled there? So the blender has, if it is chilled, your slushies are chilled. So it makes slushies, but slushies is also a regular item that you can get from the shop, which is what you want to do if you have the blender. Wrong large.
For me, this is talking fast.
The right large.
I would give it for free.
So I think we use no heated slots. We can just use like whatever there, I guess. The basket is actually really good next to the freezer. Slushy will go there. And I guess the fiery will go there. Okay, that's pretty good. How much gold at Barcoon? I have a bit. And my skills are not amazing. Let's try Barcoon. No, that's one of the things I'm selling.
Oh, it's like the baby birds that nested
I don't see how I could put a tenderizer anywhere, so let's just sell that. That's not quite done. We'll have another day, so let's just hold on to that.
Maybe next time?
So freezer, when you use an adjacent food, freeze an item for 0.5 seconds. And then when you freeze, deal damage. We are pretty much just playing a freeze build right now, but it is a pretty good one. We still have some burn, it will keep the enchant. If we play against something that has really high defenses, it might be a struggle though.
But I was raised on the streets.
Gingerbread house. This might be a struggle, let's see. Yeah, he has like the crazy exponential scaling happening. But we do lock him down pretty well. It's just he has such a high value on that thing at the start. Yeah, I don't think I can win here. It's not too bad, actually. It's not too bad. Nah, it's bad now. Saffron, this is the one. I'm surprised I got the 365.
Now that you've had some pain, how about some pain au chocolat?
Nine. So gumballs here are gonna finish the basket, which is a really big deal. And they're all free, which is also really nice.
Precious counter space.
Slow or poison. We'll go with a poison freezer. We would have won with that there.
I was expecting you 0.5 seconds ago.
Diamond butter. Kinda nuts.
One less slow-mo in the world.
Basket is a lot better though. No.
We will take your body.
3D printing saffron.
Nightmare.
Yeah, I bet.
Through its wires, its rooms, its tunnels, forever.
I offer you.
This will give me the over level, which is very important.
It is their plaything.
Finally, some space for that blunt.
Bake cookies? Dodge bullets?
50 regen. Not bad, but use a tool, charge 3 food. 15 crit. I will go for the crit.
Even big chef can learn new.
73. $96.
Oh, I'd rather have something in the oven.
Immo build. Yep. So much regen. Not looking too bad though. Wow. So he has this skill, which gives him 180 regen. If he didn't have that skill, he would have died in like 12 seconds. But yeah, we just tanked 1200 damage from burning while slowed.
To trust the shroud at the edge of the foundation, they wait, they build.
Tools can include blender, but I could just get one for free. Use a small item, haste the burn, poison, or freeze. Wow, that skill is so crazy. What the hell? Yeah, I don't really need that. I mean, I guess if I upgrade the blender, it upgrades the 2 slushies as well, which is nice.
See, Laurel? Mommy wins again!
That is a really terrible skill, but whatever.
Counter space. Precious counter space.
I'm finished with
Razor
fighting,
upgrade?
but I can help you.
Tenderizer. Could tenderize the slushies to accelerate damage. Razor, login.
Stillness. I prefer action.
If you have to ask the price. Buyer's remorse never. Be remorseless.
Okay.
I may look
I do like real damage now.
Razor Why fight?
Tenderizer on the far right. The thing is that if I just got a little bit more damage, and now I got it, I pretty much just end the fight much faster, so I'm just gonna try to do that.
Oops. Sometimes I lose track of all these arms.
Use a chilled item phrase. 2 items for 0.5 seconds. What the hell? Holy crap. Shiny skewer. Adjacent items are chilled. He has haste from the freezer enchant. Not bad.
Well, howdy, hero. Cat's been sitting there 20 years, waiting for you.
Wait, no, this one I want damage.
Hooey! Now that's a bargain. Warms my rusty shirt. See that find a home. Trash is tragedy. Reuse everything.
Yeah, I think that's better. This guy has very few items. I think I can just freeze lock him pretty much.
You got your just desserts. Finally, some
Not this
space
time.
for that blunder.
Kev does good work. We keep each other sharp.
The blender, those will both go to 4-second cooldowns. I guess the blender is stronger.
That's some masking craft.
Heal enchant. Okay. I think it should be helpful to have a little bit of cleanse happening.
Mind if my crew?
The blender's already on the board. So the blender carries its rarity to the other items. So now that the blender is diamond, it makes the slushy things diamond as well, which reduces their cooldown by 1. But there's 2 of them, so it's very significant. It's 2 items getting a lot of cooldown reduction. Icy Companion Core. Titanium Casing Diamond. 6,500 shield. It didn't look like it, because he was constantly getting hammered. That is a crazy amount of shielding. It's a very defensive build. Not really much to do here, I don't think. Could do the wand. Doesn't work too well though, does it? No. I think I'll skip. Keep my gold.
Oh, counter space. Precious counter space.
Charge slow. 10 cooldown on a shield is quite significant. I'm actually gonna do that.
You are a quick study.
All of my active items are shield items.
I will remember you and return.
Arcane skill is nuts. Fiery. Start of each fight, burn. Well, that is interesting. It's not that interesting anymore. So the Fire Icicle doesn't really do a whole lot, admittedly. But if I get like a freeze on first burn or something similar, it's a very big impact. Because the only real weakness right now we have is start time. I really want the basket to go to diamond, but it's not been cooperating very well. Diamond basket would be 2 seconds lower cooldown, which would freeze a lot more, and because it has nearly 100 crit, it's scaling the shield on all of my items, which scales the heal and the regen in that item's case. And because when the blender transforms the items, they keep their enchants, both of these will still have fiery on them, and the fiery enchant on a slushy scales off of its shield, which again scales from the basket critting. So the basket not being diamond is like a big blow right now, but it's still a very strong build, of course.
Let's make this quick. Just a little
Yeah, basket's really good early game,
right?
and you might be able to keep it for a while. What the hell is that small item? Wait, what? I'm not freezing it, it's like radiant or something, so not really sure who wins here. I don't scale my damage. I think he actually wins. I'm not sure why I'm not freezing that. Oh, I am freezing it, it's just very seldom. Well, I got some real scaling now, so I don't know. I don't think we're going in like deep fatigue, but if I get a couple of running freezes on that item, I think he's just gonna fall over and die. Because the fatigue damage is so high right now. I just need to freeze it. Probably twice. I'm at 4,000 regen. Oh my god, I almost died. Got him.
Have a sinusoidal defibrillator.
Why does he have this? Yeah, why is that there? I'm so confused. Flexing? He's already died, it's not much of a flex. 84,000 damage. I just have no damage scaling. He just got to the point where the heal on his turret out-healed my damage, but I do have defensive scaling through the basket critting. Those are some pretty respectable basket numbers from a silver basket. Let's be real. And nothing else is scaling it. It's only scaling itself with the skill. And those slushies would each have higher numbers because they're diamond from the blender.
I burned enough calories
Not bad.
to have another creme brulee.
I'm getting a bit better at transitioning to the freezer build.